Yeah.
That was that was a good one. But yeah, like I said, like God, he's someone that will give you love. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
like he will make you feel his love, like you know what I
Spoil
mean.
you in love even too.
Spoil you,
Yeah.
de veras. Like it says in the Bible, I forgot what verse to be honest. I need to look it up. But it says in the Bible, if you pray for it and you have faith, you'll receive it.
Receive it.
And I think that's something so beautiful, because like God, all He wants is your heart.
Yeah.
That's all He wants. He
Mhm.
just wants that relationship, that
He
friendship
wants
with
he
you.
wants you. He
Yeah.
wants.
That's
And
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
so real.
the
it's like
risk. That's risk, guys.
it's
And
como
for
dicen los pastores, you know. God is a jealous God.
yeah, he
Yes.
really
He is, and so if he can't get you, he will fight for you.
yeah.
And a lot
He'll
of
take
people,
away
a lot
that
of people,
those
a lot of
things.
people don't fight for the person that they love. They
Yeah.
let them go.
Yeah.
But God is not like that. He will fight for you to the
Yeah,
Yeah.
end.
He
It's like so
Yeah.
will.
cute. I was like, oh,
Like,
And
oh,
like,
he's
oh,
over
he
here
keeps fighting for me.
Like that's so
And
beautiful,
a
you
man
know.
won't do that.
Exactly. Like, who do you know? Someone that would go to through so much length for
Yeah,
you.
he
exactly.
sent his son on the cross to die
Yeah.
for that. I have that here too, where like I said that like for me,
Uh-huh.
like one of like biggest best friend for me as well is someone that like you know how sometimes people are like, oh, I would die for you, or I
Yeah.
do like certain
But
lengths
in
to
reality, if
yeah
they're in that situation, they won't
They
do
yeah.
would.
it.
And the
They
biggest the
won't do
only
it. They'd be
person
like, well,
that died for us was Jesus, and like
mhm,
that's obviously it's a sacrifice as well. But for me, it's like that's the biggest length of a best friend that a person can do
Mm-hmm.
to like show their love for us. That he sent his one and only son to die
Yeah.
for us, and it shows that like through
Mm-hmm.
that act that he is that best friend that
Mm-hmm.
went through those like very hard like moments to just die for us
Yeah.
and show his love
amen.
for us to be
Exactly.
here.
And he
And
didn't he didn't just die for nothing. He
mm-hmm,
literally gave us salvation. That
Exactly.
promise
yeah,
of eternal life with him.
without
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
without
like
even knowing us.
if he wouldn't have done it, where would we have been?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
we'd be
that's the biggest act of love anyone could ever
mm-hmm.
have or receive
Mm-hmm.
in general. Because I mean, what person would do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What person would give his only son so that you could live?
Mm-hmm.
Not a
Damn.
lot of people.
I'm
Yeah.
They
telling
say,
you
"Oh
that's
They
yeah,
risk.
say
I
it.
would die for you," especially when it comes to like los novios. I'm like, oh, "I would die for you," and like
Yeah. And
te
then something
quiero, like
happens and
yeah, and
they're
something
like,
happens and they
nope.
just
Mm-hmm.
leave you, and
Yeah.
it's like,
No.
what about all those promises that you have told me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that with God.
See, there
God
you
gives
go.
you promises
He
that He
keeps
Yeah,
them.
and he
actually
keeps them.
keeps.
Yes.
I don't think you guys realize this. The people hearing, like God, like you said, like He will fight for
Yeah.
you. Jesus, He already died. Jesus died and came back to life, gave us salvation. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? He, like you said, He has promises for us.
Yeah.
It's like those como se dicen the when I said he will fight for you, it's como like the lawyers from
Yeah.
the TV. I will fight for you.
Oh,
That's what he basically is doing. He's like
uh huh.
he's your friend, he's your boyfriend, he's like
He is
Yes,
everything you
your
bro.
need, and
husband.
one he's like the whole
He's not
package.
even your boy. He's your husband.
Husband,
Yes.
He's
yes.
your husband.
Like what else do you need? ¿Qué más necesitan de las personas
Hmm.
si ya tienes a Dios?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Guys,
know.
he's the whole package. I don't know
Yeah.
what you
He's
guys
the
want.
Rizzler for real.
Exactly, porque muchas personas podemos decir nos aman,
Yeah.
pero en momentos difíciles nos van a dejar
Yeah.
o algo va a pasar y no van a estar, se juntan y después se salen con los chongos uno y los otros,
Yeah.
pero así con Dios es como es how do you say it in Spanish? The whole packet. He's the whole package. How
Él
do you
es
say that?
el
El
paquete. I don't even
paquete,
know
el
El
the.
paquete
paquete
completo.
completo.
Eh.
That's what he is.
Yes,
That's
right.
literally that's what he is because
Yeah.
he is.
Look, guys. I found a like a Riz something that
Oh
I
my god.
saved. It says, if God had a refrigerator, your picture would be on it. If He had a wallet, your photo would be in it. He sends you flowers every spring and sunrise every morning. Face it, friend. He is crazy about you.
See,
He
I mean,
is.
that's so true. I mean,
That's so beautiful, and that's that's one of the things, the biggest things that we have from him.
Mhm.
His love never fails, and when
Yeah.
we take it for granted, it sucks
Yeah.
because he loves us unconditionally. That
Yeah.
sometimes every little problem that he sends our way,
Yeah.
we tell him how much we hate him,
Mhm.
how much,
Mhm.
It's crazy.
why does he have to put us through it? And imagine all the hateful words that we tell God,
Mhm. And
and
when we're mad.
he ignores it because he loves
Damn,
us
guys,
so
we're the
much.
toxic ones. That's crazy.
Yeah. And he's
Literally, we're
still with
so
us, bro.
toxic. Somos los tóxicos. No, pero that's how God is. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
He's your husband, your best friend. You know, y el tema que estamos hablando es amigo. You know,
Mhm.
muchas personas te van
He'll
a
never
decir
fail
son
us, guys.
Yeah.
muchas personas te van a decir, oh, I'm your best friend y todo, but at
Mhm.
the end of the
Are
day,
you really?
Yeah.
they have their own best friend.
They have
No,
their.
yes, bro.
Mhm.
That's
They have
that's
their
why
own
for me it's
that
hard
yeah.
to make friends. Like I'll call them my best friend, and then I'll overhear something. They're like, "Oh no, yeah, this person is my best friend, bro," and that hurts me so bad.
Mhm.
But
Exactly.
at the end of the day, like I have God, and He's
Mhm.
the one.
He's your BFF, you
Yeah.
know.
Best friend forever.
He's your other half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half and
We
literally
literally have a part of him in us, which is our
exactly.
spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we take that for granted.
Mhm.
Sometimes best friends in general, they're at the end of the day, they might do something that's gonna really hurt
Mhm.
us,
Yeah.
and they're they're gonna leave us. They're
Yeah.
gonna just in general, friends are not forever,
Yeah.
but
No.
God is
No.
forever. God
Mhm.
Exactly.
and all His
And even
glory and
after death, too,
everything,
guys.
He is forever,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
He gives us when we say, "Oh, I'm going through this. I need my best friend to really tell me what to do."
He's
You
there.
have God right
He gives
Yeah.
you
there.
advice, and if you
Yeah.
don't, this is has happened to me. I'm saying it because it has happened to me, where I'm doing something and God literally calls me out, but I pretend I don't listen to him, and he slaps me, not in a bad way,
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like he's like, I'm talking to you, like, but like, and I get it because we're literally the same way. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys relate, like for me personally, if I'm, for example, I'm talking with my sisters and they're not listening to me, like, hey, I'm talking to you,
Yeah.
like, and God is literally the same way.
Yeah.
that's literally that's God is like if you guys God is everything. He could be anything to
Mhm.
you. He could be your dad. He could be your mom. He could be
Mhm. Brother,
your
sister,
grandpa
anything. Yeah.
that you never met. He could be
Uncle.
a big brother that you
Yeah.
always wanted,
Yeah.
or a big
Mhm.
sister that you always wanted.
Mhm.
And it's like for us, we're all big sisters, you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
and we have younger siblings that we
Yeah.
had to, call attention. And sometimes we get frustrated because they don't listen.
Yeah.
But imagine how
Gotta
God
smack it.
feels.
Yeah.
Imagine how
Yeah.
God
He puts
feels.
up with
all,
us.
all the little
We're
sheeps.
literally his
Yeah.
little siblings because
Mhm.
we ignore him. We don't listen to him. It's like he's just like our older brother or older
Yeah.
sister, you
Mhm.
know.
Like, God, I know you're tired of me, but thank you for
Yes,
staying with
exactly.
me.
Because
It's me again.
sometimes
It's
like
me again, yeah.
as big sisters or big brothers, we just
Uh-huh.
get frustrated and be like, whatever, do
Yeah.
whatever you want. I don't
Sometimes you
care
just wanna.
anymore. But
Yeah.
God is not like that. He's like,
He's
Yeah.
very
a ver cómo
patient.
te vas a portar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like he has you.
It's like, fine, I'll let you, but like,
You're gonna
It's
come back.
yeah.
it's like that. It's like a leash, you know,
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
leash, like a
What?
string,
What?
like that, like a string. He has you
Mhm.
attached to a string, and the string is not tight. He's not holding on to it too tight
Mhm.
because he wants you to go
Mhm.
and he wants you to grow in the ¿cómo se dicen? And those problems that you're gonna face.
Mhm.
But once he knows that you can't take it, he's gonna pull you
He
back and
has
he's
you.
gonna give you
Yeah.
tus buenas regañadas,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. I told you to do
But it's
this.
for our own good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
for our own
is.
good because that's how God is, you know.
Mhm.
He's so beautiful, and it's just
Yeah.
See,
like it's like
he calls us his princess. I mean, come
exactly. It's
Yes.
on.
like
More precious than
there's
rubies, bro.
Oh my
I'm gonna give you
god.
a
Look. Look.
little como un ¿cómo se dice? All those movies where they give you like the short clips.
Trailer?
A
Trailer.
trailer. Recently I started writing a book, right?
Uh-huh.
Estoy escribiendo un libro que se llama ¿cómo se llama? My King,
Uh-huh.
His Princess, right?
Mhm.
In Espanol, how do you say it?
Mi rey, su princesa.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And it's basically is if you take it like spiritually, God is a king,
Mhm.
and we his children are his princesses,
Yeah.
Like Tim.
his prince.
Yeah.
So you're like, imagine, I was like, how should royalty act?
Yeah.
You know, royalty should act
Yeah.
right. They should
Mhm.
act confidence with beautiful clothing and
Yes.
all
Mhm.
that. But we don't act like royalty. We
Mhm.
act
Take what God gave you.
Mhm.
Take it.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we're supposed to be wearing beautiful gowns,
Mhm.
beautiful silk, beautiful
Mhm.
jewelry, diamonds,
Mhm.
gems, and most of us, our gems are dirty. Our
Yeah.
Mhm.
dresses are stained.
Mhm.
You know, sometimes when you take it and you be like, oh, me comí un taco, and you could tell because you have the salsa right there, the
Yeah.
cilantro, you
The
know?
cilantro in the tooth.
And it's
Mhm.
like God, it's like that. You get yourself dirty in the dress that God has given you,
Yeah.
in the
Mhm.
gown.
Mhm.
Imagine your crown is all crooked, is all bent, is all dirty, you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm.
And God still loves you like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He'd be like,
He
okay.
takes care
Uh,
of it. He take care of you.
He'd be like, okay, está bien. Tengo más vestidos para ti.
Yeah, I have
mhm.
you. I got. Oh my
You
God.
know? And it's like,
Makes
He's
us
so
blush, bro.
romantic.
there
Yes.
was, había a TikTok que
Uh-huh.
decía, siempre nosotros estamos fallando a Dios una vez, dos veces, tres veces,
Mhm.
mil veces. Y Dios nunca
Mhm.
falla.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And He's always taking us back.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
leave, we come back to Him. We leave, we come
We
back to
come
Him.
back.
Mhm.
It's like a toxic
Yeah.
relationship. One person is going to be firm because
Mhm.
they want that relationship with you,
Yeah.
and the other one's
Gonna
just going to
find
leave and
them
come back,
like in
leave and come back.
maturity.
Mhm.
Estamos, you guys take it, es como estamos jugando con sus sentimientos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm telling you, we're the
Yes.
toxic ones. Like.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly. And God is not like that.
No, he's
He
No.
not
doesn't play with
toxic.
our
No,
feelings.
He's
He's
so
honest.
patient with
yes,
us. Oh my
bro.
It's
God.
just like, it's just algo tan bonito que
And we're over
Dios.
here gushing on.
Yeah.
But that's how it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
once you get into that
Like
relationship with
when you're
God,
in
you're
love
You
like,
with
fall in
him.
love with
you're
him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
head over
Yes,
heels
bro.
with him. That's how you're supposed to be with God.
See.
Yeah.
A lot of people, ahorita los jóvenes o los muchachitos y las muchachitas, you
Hmm.
know, they're like, oh, tengo un novio, lo quiero, lo amo, y es
It's
mi
like
vida,
all
es todo
perfect.
para mí.
Uh-huh.
We're supposed to be like, necesitamos hacer así con
Yeah,
Dios,
we need to
Hmm.
be like that with God, guys.
but
Yeah.
we're not.
Hmm.
And so, how are we? How are we as His kids always failing Him? How are we always? It's sad because he sees us and it's like you did something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And mostly when you do something wrong, especially to a certain person, they're disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But God isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how many times we have failed Him, how many times we have hurt Him, how many times we have said there's no God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of
That
the
it was the world
situations.
was created by the Big Bang.
Uh-huh.
But even the
Sheesh.
scientists know that there is a God.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They know
Or
that
they
there's a
say
God
that there's something else bigger than
than the
what's
The people
yeah.
universe.
say, uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
They even the astronauts who first stepped on the moon, what did they read? They read a verse from the Bible because they
Hmm.
knew that there was a God.
Yeah.
They knew that there was a God who created the whole universe.
Mm-hmm.
But there's people who are so filled with things that
In the world.
from the world that they hear from one place, from
Hmm.
here from
Mm-hmm.
another, that they're so filled with hatred for God
Hmm.
when they haven't had that taste of Him,
That
but
experience, yeah.
they
Yeah.
hate Him.
Hmm.
Hate Him. Why?
Even sometimes for no reason, they're just like
It's
Exactly.
just
so
the
cold-hearted.
way God is viewed in this world. They belittle him so much, and
Yeah.
it's honestly when you start listening to the things that people say, it hurts.
It
It
hurts.
hurts as
Yeah.
Christians because God is so much more
Yeah.
than anything.
Yeah.
And
We
like he's just so amazing, and hearing people say the things that they say about God, like it hurts.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
we
mean?
imagine how he feels, bro, hearing
exactly.
that,
It's
even on a date, bro. Like
yeah.
sometimes even we feel bad when people say like, "Oh, like your hair doesn't look good," or something, and you like think
Yeah.
about it for the whole day, and you're like, "Does it
Yeah,
not really?"
Mhm.
it's like we hear them and we can't even get we get so sad because we know that get angry because
Yeah.
that's the process that God is taking
Yeah.
them. We can't tell them things. Well, like, how do you not? You like you have you ever experienced? But we can't say that because
Yeah.
No.
we know that what they're going through is just a process of how
Mhm.
God
Yeah.
has planned their
As
life.
Christians, we have to be better
Yeah.
with people,
And
with
teach them.
All we
with
have to
everybody.
all we have to do is just
Pray.
spread the word and
Mhm.
pray for them.
Not
Yeah.
discriminate at
Yeah.
all
No,
for
Just try and
anything.
understand too where they're
Mhm.
coming from, because sometimes they come from like really even worse places than when we came from.
Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
It's for me. I take it I take it to my life, my personal life. This is a testimony. I told my mom that I've done drugs,
Uh-huh.
but she doesn't believe me. She's like, no, you didn't. You know, you're
Yeah, you
lying.
wish.
She's like, come on, Carissa. I expected better from you,
Uh-huh.
but it's life. I mean,
It
you know,
happens.
there's
Yeah,
life.
sometimes you get influenced or like
I grew up with uncles and stuff like that who sold drugs.
Mhm.
You know, hardcore drugs. Um, and so when you grow up seeing that, and you grow up with a brother who likes to smoke and all that stuff, you get influenced.
mhm.
You want a little taste of that, how it feels, you know, to be
Mhm.
cool and all that stuff. And so I've done drugs. And imagine how disappointed. Imagine
Yeah.
how God feels
Oh yeah.
because you're putting toxin. You're
And he's
putting
seeing everything.
exactly. He's like a mom. Like if we're little babies playing in the
Mhm.
mud or the dirt, es
And
como
they clean you up.
cuando los hijos están
Mhm.
jugando allá afuera and getting all dirty, se está manchando y todo eso. God has to take us back home
Yeah.
and shower us,
Yeah.
scrub our clothes,
Mhm.
shower us, make sure that we don't have
Yeah.
no speck of dust, and He puts us out
Yeah.
again. And it's like,
Mhm.
como like my mom has always said, no te ensucies, ya
Mhm.
te bañaste, ¿por
Mhm.
qué vas a salir si te vas a ensuciar otra vez?
Mhm.
That's how God is. He tells
Yeah.
us that. But what do?
We go out
We go
again.
out, we
Mhm.
go get dirty again, and that's it's just the back and forth that we have with God.
Mhm.
Mhm.
We take it back. I'm gonna be very honest. I felt like I was part of the ¿cómo se dice? The LGBTQ
Yeah.
plus community plus porque ya hay
Yeah, there's more.
de muchas
ABC,
cosas.
D, F, G, L.
Every
It's a whole
might as well say the whole
alphabet.
alphabet. Yeah.
And I was I always thought I was always confused. I was like, I don't know if I like
Yeah.
girls, I like boys, and
Mhm.
this and that. There was one time that I started a relationship with a girl.
Mhm.
We didn't do anything. We were just over phone because it was long distance,
Yeah.
But it was so toxic because we would be fighting every single day. We would break up and then we'd get back together, break up and get back
Yeah.
together. And I remember I was like, and I was going to church. I called myself a Christian and I was preaching the word to my friends. But what was I doing? I was being a huge hypocrite because I was doing things that I didn't like.
Mhm.
And so when you take it back, when you look back when I look back at my life, I was like, God never judged me once.
Mhm.
He never took me out of the church.
Mhm.
He has always kept me in my place because he knew that something bigger was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And God, the only it's like there's a saying, the only no one can judge me, only God can.
Mhm.
But there's a time where God is gonna forget about your sins. He's gonna grab
Mhm.
all your sins
He
and he's gonna
doesn't.
throw it at the deepest part of the ocean
Oh
and
yeah.
Yeah.
forget about it.
Mhm.
And that's what he's doing. We sin and he grabs it, throws it. We
Yeah.
sin
And
again, he grabs
forgets
it and
about
he
it
throws it. Imagine how
forever.
tired he is
Or
Mhm.
just
because he's just going back and
But
forth.
even then, he's so forgiving,
yeah.
and he
Exactly.
does it over again
Mhm.
without him doubting, without
Mhm.
him seeing it as a weight or whatever. You know what I mean? Like he does it so willingly because of how much he loves us.
How
Exactly.
genuine he is.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean it's just it's like, and then you think about it, he's just the proudest dad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He
That's real love right
imagine
Yeah.
how
there.
he is with I think about it, it's like imagine how he is when he's just at his throne talking to the angels, talking to
Yeah.
About
everyone
his
up
Like,
there,
kids.
yeah, she
and
did that.
he's bragging. He's like, yeah, that's my daughter right there.
Yeah, like, yeah,
Or
she
like,
did that.
that's my wife.
Oh
And
Eh,
my
you think about it,
god.
it's
there's my
just so
girlfriend.
Oh
Like,
beautiful,
yeah.
think about it, it's so beautiful because God
Yeah.
is always so faithful for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To us, He gives us another life. He gives us opportunities.
Yeah.
You know, when we ask for things and we ask persistently, He gives it to us.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's how a
He
parent should
takes
be.
cares. He take care of us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He protects us everywhere we go.
Mm-hmm.
And we take all that for granted. But that's
Yeah.
how faithful He is. He's the biggest, he's like goals of a friend, of what a friend should be.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
The biggest goal that a friend ever
Like
should be.
expectations.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what God is. I
Mm-hmm.
don't
Yeah.
know if you guys have anything
Oh yeah.
else to say.
Yeah. I have a little story that I found in the Bible, and honestly, when I first read it, it made me cry because of how romantic God is,
Uh,
and how like how God is with us. He's so gentle,
Yeah.
and I want to read it. I want to read a little bit of it, and it's Ezekiel 16, and I'm gonna start on verse 4, and it says I'm gonna go by parts because it's just so beautiful to me. Okay, verse 4 says, "On the day you were born, no one cared about you. Your umbilical cord was not cut, and you were never washed, rubbed with salt, and wrapped in clothes. No one had the slightest interest in you. No one pitied you or cared for you. On the day you were born, you were unwanted, dumped in a field, and left to die. But I came by and saw you there, helplessly kicking about in your own blood. As you lay there, I say, live. And I helped you to thrive like a plant in the field. You grew up and became a beautiful jewel. Your breast became full and your body hair grew, but you were still naked. And when I passed by again, I saw that you were old enough for love. So I wrapped my cloak around you to cover your nakedness and declared my marriage vows. I made a covenant with you, says the sovereign Lord, and you became mine. Then I bathed you and washed off your blood, and I rubbed fragrant oils into your skin. I gave you expensive clothing of fine line and silk beautifully embroidered and sandals of fine goatskin leather. I gave you lovely jewelry, bracelets, beautiful necklaces, a ring for your nose, earrings for your ears, and a lovely crown for your head. And so you were adorned with gold and silver. Your clothes were made of fine linen and costly fabric and were beautiful embroidered. You ate the finest foods, choice flour, honey, and olive oil, and became more beautiful than ever. You were like a queen, and so you were.
It
That's
is,
so
bro.
beautiful to me.
Yeah. Cause
I
Like,
it
wanted to
is.
cry too.
yeah, like God took this is he's saying it to us.
Yeah.
He's not even saying it, he's saying you.
Mhm.
He didn't
He's saying
say
it to
Specifically.
yeah
our
Yes,
face.
to
to
our
us.
face. Like, this is how you were. I cleaned you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I took care of you.
Yeah.
And he literally married us. Like
Yeah.
he
Exactly.
declared his marriage vows. That's what he says. And that he dressed us in
Yeah.
like the most expensive clothing.
The
You
most
know,
expensive perfume.
Yeah.
gave us jewelry, bracelets, all of it, and he called us his queen. He gave us a crown. That's just
To
so beautiful to
yeah.
me. I'm telling you, like God is so romantic. And when I read that, I was like, "Oh, you're making me blush." Like,
Yeah. And I'd be like that. Like I'll be reading and then it say something about like the girls or like the woman.
yeah,
I'm like,
uh,
oh, thank
it's so
you.
nice to be a woman. It's
Yeah.
like,
Just,
yeah,
it's just, es algo tan bonito porque a veces, a veces we get jealous.
uh-huh.
Nos, nos ponemos celosas porque vemos a otras personas que están haciendo bien con sus relaciones
Uh-huh.
y, y miramos cómo Dios le está bendiciendo a ellos y no a
Mm-hmm.
nosotros. Pero es lo que estamos, porque las cosas que estamos mirando son las cosas que nosotros queremos, pero no estamos enfocados en las cosas que Dios está haciendo con nosotros,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and so we take it to the word love.
Mm-hmm.
He is a definition of love.
Yeah.
It's like when someone asks you, "What is love?" God is love.
God, yeah.
God is love. It's just so beautiful
Mhm.
because sometimes that's all we need.
And if you
This
want to
is
go deeper, the Bible.
that's what the world needs
Yeah.
is His love.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It says that I wasn't really sure that before we were the whole, I guess, I don't know how do you say it, the U.S. or California. No
Hmm.
sé qué. I'm not into politics. I see
Hmm.
all its history, but when when Trump was running for president,
Hmm.
he said make America great again. But he wasn't saying it because he was being racist and all that stuff. He was saying it because God, God, America was great.
Yeah.
America was built on the foundation of Christianity,
Hmm.
and now look at it. It's surrounded by countless things that
Hatred, literally
hatred.
hatred, murders, killing, like
Mhm.
hate, violence. You know what I mean? Like you literally go outside and you could see like two people fighting or the
Mhm.
cops somewhere. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
And so he was trying to fix not the foundation that America was on or was, but the foundation that America was standing on.
Yeah.
The foundation of that foundation was God. That
Mhm.
was Christ. And now you look at it, there's hardly any people who go to church, who listen to his word, who open their Bible. It's so rare to see that now.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're so focused on the new Bad Bunny, todo eso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. Now we're gonna listen to another song called "Real Love" by Blanca. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope that it touches your hearts. Amen.
Yeah.
For me to admit I got a fire
have so many
inside and
scriptures.
some words I know I can't keep in. I see faith turning into a show of Sundays and sermons and words getting caught in the flow. Oh, but we got real pain and real fears, thirsting for the trying of our real tears. It's not satisfying anymore. Ain't it true that the veil was torn? I don't need no stainless to be washed in his blood. I don't need no perfect, put together pretty words to be enough. No, I want Jesus and his real love, something that I crave deep inside of my bones. So you can leave your religion at home. Spend my life trying to keep all the rules. Now I know it's about what he's already done, not about what I think that I gotta do. I don't need no stainless to be washed in his blood. I don't need no perfect, put together pretty words to be enough. No, I want Jesus and his real love, something that I crave deep inside of my bones. So you can leave your religion at home. I want real love. Yeah. I got real pain and real fears, thirsting for the drying of real tears. It's not satisfying anymore. Ain't it true that the veil was torn? I don't need no stained glass to be washed in his blood. I don't need no perfect, put together pretty words to be enough. No, I want Jesus and his real love, something that I crave deep inside of my bones. So you can leave your religion at home. I want real, real love. I want real, real love. I want real, real love. Yeah.
Ay, tengo hambre.
Pues vamos a Pupusería y Crepería El Mesón.
¡Vamos! Pupusería y Crepería El Mesón le ofrece lo mejor de lo mejor. Ricas pupusas de queso, loroco, frijol, revueltas y de chicharrón. También ricas crepas de dulce, como Nutella, lechera, queso crema y chocolate, con la variedad de frutas frescas, plátano, arándanos y durazno. También contamos con crepas de pollo a la holandesa, queso, pavo y jamón. Bien burritos, tacos, menudo, camarones, caldos y desayunos. Bebidas frías y calientes, café, mocha, horchata, chai tea y mix berry. Estamos ubicados en 345 West, Foothill Boulevard, Suite A, Rialto, California, 92376. Teléfono 909-828-1845. Abierto de lunes a viernes, de 10 de la mañana a 6 de la tarde. Y sábados, de 9 de la mañana a 6 de la tarde. Pupusería y Crepería El Mesón. Les esperamos. Le atenderemos como usted se lo merece. Emmanuel Tree Service, en la ciudad de Highland, le ofrece nuestros servicios. Estamos con todo tipo de trabajos: pintura, sistemas y palmas, banqueta de cemento, bardas, techos, demolición y mucho más. Contamos con la licencia del estado de California. Para más información, contáctanos 909-889-4269, 909-889-4269. Una vez más, 909-889-4269. Estamos para servirle. Emmanuel Tree Service, confianza y compromiso. Mountain High Water Store. Hemos servido agua purificada y agua alcalina de alta calidad en el Inland Empire desde el 2011. El agua alcalina de Mountain High Water Store es la mejor para la hidratación. Nuestra agua alcalina provee minerales esenciales y necesarios para proveer oxígeno a nuestro cuerpo. Le ofrecemos agua purificada y agua alcalina por galón, botellas de agua alcalina, contenedores de agua, café de Gano Excel y suplementos mexicanos. También contamos con joyería. Vendemos plata 925 y oro de 14 quilates para esa ocasión especial o un regalo. Ven a visitarnos. Tenemos muchas promociones. Si mencionas Radio Vida Abundante antes de tu compra, te damos un descuento del 10% en el oro y 20% en la plata. Estamos ubicados en 586 West, Foothill Boulevard, Rialto, California, 92376. Abiertos de lunes a sábado, de 9 de la mañana a 7 de la tarde. Mountain High Water Store. Te esperamos. Te esperamos. Zona Guate. Somos un negocio familiar con el único enfoque de ayudar a las familias de nuestra comunidad, con envíos de dinero a todo Centroamérica y México, servicio de paquetería a Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras y México, recargas internacionales y domésticas, pago de biles, productos de Centroamérica, como refrescos, frituras, dulces y mucho más. Estamos para servirte a ti y a toda tu familia. Estamos ubicados en 11875 Payne Pass Road, D1, Moreno Valley, California, 92557. Abierto de lunes a domingo, de 8 de la mañana a 7 de la tarde. Para más información, llámanos 951-605-7868. Visítanos y llévate un regalo al decir que escuchaste de nosotros a través de Radio Vida Abundante. Recuerda, síguenos en Facebook, Instagram y TikTok como Zona Guate. Prepárate para lo que Dios hará en tu corazón. La Iglesia Nubes de su Gloria te invita a su campaña de salvación, sanidad y milagros. Este sábado 23 de marzo a las 7 de la tarde. En la palabra, desde España, apóstol y evangelista, Epil Miñana. Lugar, 2300 North Rancho Avenue, Colton, California, 92324. Para más información, 323-864-9419. 323-864-9419. Invita a la iglesia Nubes de su Gloria con los pastores Alfonso y Doris Churón. Te esperamos. Dios cambiará tu vida. Dios cambiará tu vida.
Alemán Creative Group presenta Montesanto. Fiesta en el Desierto World Tour 2024. Los Ángeles, prepárate para Montesanto. 6 de abril a las 7 de la noche en el 4409 West Adams Boulevard, Los Ángeles, California. Montesanto. Fiesta en el Desierto World Tour. Boletos y más informes en el 916-753-0813 o en montesantoweb.com.
All right, we're back, guys. Just a quick reminder. Wanted to let you guys know that we are doing our program from Radio Vida Abundante 94.3 in Cabina. The phone number, if you guys want to call for a song request or for just anything, it's 909-237-0780. Again, that's 909-237-0780. We also have our app, Radio Voz de Júbilo, in the Apple Store and Google Play. If you guys want to download that, we have obviously our radio there, and then our programs, any videos that we have, it will be on the app.
Amén. Y en español, pues Radio Vida Abundante 94.3 y en cabina 909-237-0780. Y en Google, si lo quieres, a Radio Voz de Júbilo at gmail.com. Lo puede agarrar en Apple Store y Google Play. Y sí.
Amén.
Bueno.
Estábamos hablando del amor de Dios y cómo
Yeah.
es con nosotros.
How we
Antes
can make it
de
a
que nos
topic.
fuimos a commercials y estábamos, era una cosa tan bonita porque estábamos hablando de cómo es Dios y cómo es cuando nos ama, you know?
I feel
Nos
like this,
enamora.
I feel like this turned into a relationship
Yeah.
quicker than
We're going to be
friendship.
giving Christian relationship
Yeah.
But you
advice.
take it to that. Friendship and relationship is like
They go together.
Yeah.
son
In order-
las mismas cosas.
Uh-huh.
That's the foundation because you can't just
Yes.
jump into a relationship
Exactly.
without being friends
No,
first.
yeah. In like my old church, like speaking on like the relationship things,
Mhm.
like they would be like, no, you're not gonna have any best friend or boyfriend first. No, you're just gonna get married. Like
That
be
does not
blessed.
make any
No,
sense.
yeah, be blessed with the person and just marry them. And then at one point, like I was just like going into the word, and then I was like, no, you can't just like marry
Yeah.
someone, like meet
Without
them.
knowing them,
Yeah,
you
without
know?
knowing them. Like, what if they don't like the way you chew or
Oh, what
something,
if-
or like
What
something
if they're
like
not
simple,
Yeah.
but like
what if they're not the ones that God sent to you?
yes, like
Exactly.
sometimes you'll be like, oh my gosh, God bless me, and like I'm so emotional and things like that,
Yeah.
and you say yes, and like he's not even the right person. Like
Yeah.
you commit that mistake, and so like I was like over there, they like obviously they taught us like some, which I'm grateful for, some like at least expectations on like what to look for in a guy.
Mhm.
And so like I have lots of things on that because every time,
Yes.
bro, I have expectations, yes,
Yes.
about the guy. And so like my mom even too, like she gets dreams about how each person for me and my siblings are gonna come to us. And so like even me
Mhm.
too, I
That's how
have
God is. He brings them
Yeah.
to you.
Gosh, yes.
I have some like things in like my biblical husband list where like
Yes.
I'll know he's the one, and like my parents will know
Mhm.
he's the one as well. Like I just like when I pray, I just throw it out there to
Mhm.
God. But like I'm not in a hurry. I know like the
Mhm.
time is gonna
It'll
come,
come. Yeah.
and
And there's
yeah.
something to be when you pray to God for your husband. You have to be very,
specific.
very
Yeah.
specific for the things that you want.
Mhm.
You know, because I remember there was a teenager that would come to church. She doesn't come here anymore, but she prayed to God for something. I think it was for a job, but she didn't specify what kind of job she wanted.
Mm.
And she was like, "Oh no, God, not this job." And then God was like, "You said you wanted a
You
job.
said you want a
Yeah.
job.
You didn't say what kind. You know, like you gotta be very specific." And it's the same way with relationships. Like you gotta be specific in everything. You know what I mean? And God, He answers. You know, so
Mhm.
yeah, you have to have. That's good that you have your expectations.
Mhm.
And for the people listening, guys, we will be talking a lot more about relationships
Exactly.
in the
Yeah.
next, because it
It's
just popped
Yeah.
out, you
it's
know.
I know.
just that's the thing.
It's probably a
But
sign, guys.
es lo que Dios nos quiere hablar de
Mhm.
esa relación con él.
Mhm.
Y no podemos tener una relación con alguien si no tenemos amistad con la
Mhm.
persona,
Get to
porque
know them.
no podemos brincar así
No.
Mhm.
out of nowhere.
Ujú.
Necesitamos de tener esa estabilidad de
Nos tenemos que
amigos,
Ajá,
conocer
yeah.
primero.
ajá, y
Saber cómo
después
son
relaciones.
cuando se enojan, cuando
Tenemos,
están
Yeah.
tristes.
tenemos como, how many more minutes? Like,
Como media hora.
half an hour
Ujú.
left. Y estamos hablando de cómo es Dios, Y nos cambiamos un poco de tema, pero está
Yeah.
bien porque
It's good.
es lo que Dios nos está hablando.
Sí.
Estábamos hablando de la amistad de Dios y cómo es Dios tan fiel con nosotros.
How he doesn't fail us.
Ajá, después nos brincamos con el amor y estábamos leyendo unos versículos de amor. No sé si Brianna tiene o
Oh,
if Jasmine wants to repeat
I
the
have-
verse that you have, or if you guys have any other verses.
Yeah, I have. Let me find it. I have it in my notes actually.
I have some from biblical husband. If I don't know.
Yeah.
Para un esposo bíblicamente tiene que ser un líder que puede leerlo en Primera de Corintios 11:3. Un laborer que es it translates como un un laborer, o sea, un trabajador, que es en Génesis 2:15, leal en Mateo 5:28, un aprendedor en Primera de Pedro 3:17 y un amado en Colossians,
Colosenses.
Colosenses 3:19. Y pues esas son unas cosas que yo veo.
Those expectations.
Some
Ujú.
expectations.
También en 1 de Corintios 13:4, en 1 Corinthians 13:4, explica cómo es el amor, cómo debe de ser el amor. It shows how love should be. It says, love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boast or proud. And I think that's something, so when you're looking for a relationship, it's something that you have to really make sure that it's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That whoever you're trying to date or you're talking to, even yourself too, we need to change too. We're
Yeah.
not like
Mhm.
we're not fitting these expectations, because this is an expectation for a relationship with God in the center.
And
Yeah.
we're not taking it because we're not saying it because of what we feel. We're saying it because it's written.
It's
Yeah.
It's written in the book. No estamos diciendo, no, we're not, ¿cómo se dice?
No lo estamos diciendo nomás porque lo estamos sintiendo, no. Lo estamos diciendo porque está en la palabra, está escrito. Dios ya lo dijo, so, I mean, ¿qué podemos
Yeah.
hacer?
To obey it, listen.
Tenemos que cumplir o tenemos que seguir lo que dice ahí en la palabra.
Amen. See, if you guys like love songs y todo eso, a bunch of the songs that Christian songs especially is just about the love
Yeah.
of God, or if you guys just like romance books, the Bible's right there. If you guys go to Songs of Songs,
Uy,
that
Yeah.
book
Songs of
is
Songs.
so beautiful.
Yes.
El libro
I'm gonna have to
de
read it fully.
Yeah.
how would you say Songs of Song in Spanish? El libro de
Cantares,
Cantares.
canciones, algo así
Ajá.
como
No, it's just cantares.
Cantares.
Cantares, yeah.
Yeah, ese libro es un libro tan bonito y muchas veces estamos hablando como nosotras estábamos hablando porque somos muchachitas, somos jóvenes,
Yeah.
estábamos hablando más de pues de las mujeres y todo eso, pero también los hombres les gustan el
Yes.
amor y le gustan las canciones de amor y todo eso y es como Dios,
corny.
el libro de la Biblia es como un canto
It
de
is.
amor,
Yeah.
porque nos enseña todo lo que Dios hizo para nosotros.
Y Dios enseñándonos, con solo eso, Dios enseñándonos de todo lo que está ahí en la palabra, es amor. Dios quiere lo mejor para nosotros y entonces Él nos está enseñando. He wants us to be the better versions of ourselves. He wants us to grow. He wants us to have a better understanding, to allow Him to come into our lives and fill us just with his wisdom, with his understanding,
Mhm.
you know, with his love, you know.
Yeah, it was like what was it? The first episode. The first Thursday that we did estábamos hablando de creo que he talked about
Expression.
expression, how he was to you, he was in a form of expression as
Uh-huh.
Oh,
a
yeah.
as love, no?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Expresión de amor, expresión de maestro, expresión de
Un papá,
Yeah, I have it right
un
here.
pastor.
ajá. Y así es Dios. He's
Mhm.
everything. Es todo Dios. Dios puede ser papá, mamá,
Mhm.
Whatever you want him to be, he's
abuelo,
that. Oh, have you seen the
hermana.
TikTok? It's like that one audio. He's like, "Oh, whatever you want me to be, I'll be it."
Yeah,
That's God. Like,
exactly. Es lo que estábamos hablando. Dios puede ser de todas formas,
yeah,
Mhm.
y no, y no es solo, uh, how do you say it? It's not just a God.
Mhm.
Puede ser
he's our
mamá,
friend. He's
papá.
our
Yeah.
Amigo,
husband,
yeah,
guys.
that's
I mean,
that's the whole that's
Yes.
the whole point. Estamos hablando de amigo. He's
he
the
just wants our
biggest.
heart. He
Yeah.
wants to give us his love,
He
Yeah.
guys.
wants you.
He,
I will fight for you. Es lo
yes,
que
like,
quiere Dios.
oh
Yeah.
God.
So I don't know. For me, como para mí, it's like I've les voy a decir, I only had a boyfriend,
Uh-huh.
only one person,
Uh-huh.
and in my heart, I really do think he's the one for me. But I guess not. Was I not just not focused? I was truly, honestly, I was not. I guess I jumped in too early to a relationship, and he was too busy. You
Yeah,
know,
Mhm.
and a relationship can't work like that.
yeah,
It has to be worked on foundation of spending giving time to each other,
yeah.
having time for each other and not being too busy or like distracted when you're hanging out y todo eso. So I told God, I was like, God, if this relationship is from you, show it to me, you know. And we had never gotten into arguments or anything like that. It was only a 4 month relationship,
Yeah.
so there wasn't nothing extreme to fight about, You were just babies into a new relationship, and so I was like, God, I was like, are you sure this? I was like, I'm not sure if this is from you, Like, I don't think he's meant to be. And it was a Thursday when God looked, he talked to me. He got into my face. He's like, you said that you're going to put your whole trust in this relationship. You're going to put your whole trust in me when you're in this relationship,
Mhm.
but you're already doubting the relationship. How does that work?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, you had to say it to me during church. I was like, why? He's like,
The biggest
he was
lie,
like,
Yeah.
bro.
he's like, you don't have faith in me
Hmm.
because you said that you're gonna put your faith, but you see how it is to be in a relationship and you don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
And I
Once
was
you
like,
start doubting, that's when everything falls
Yeah.
apart. Because you have to be very, very firm.
Mhm.
You have to genuinely, if God gives you something and he tells you, hey, this is for you,
But take care of it.
take care of it. And genuinely, you have to do your part. God is going to help you, he's going to fight for it. But you also have to do your part and you have
it's
to fight for it too.
it's 50-50.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God can't do all the work for you. You have to put in
Hmm.
the work.
He can, but he's not going to, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He wants
exactly.
us to
Yeah,
do
he
it.
Do
wants
our
us to
work
work
too.
work for what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, it's not freebies where como un niño que nos quiere un dulce.
You
Yeah.
just give
But
it to him
no,
because
because necesitas a. It's that he's all mad. It's like we can't just give him a candy because he's behaving bad. No, we have to
Yeah.
give it to him because
He
he
earned it.
deserved it.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
he
What is that
earned the
gonna teach the kid?
candy.
Nothing.
They can
Exactly.
get
It's like
anything.
that's the way God is. We have to earn it. Honestly,
Yeah.
we have to earn it because he's not gonna just give to us because like that we get obviously that one that's what's it called. We're getting used to being handed things our way, and another thing is at the end of the day we're gonna get spoiled, and once we see that we can't get everything our way, we're gonna get mad, and then
Yeah.
who we're gonna go to? God, because we know that He's gonna give us everything, but it's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so in that relationship,
Mm-hmm. And sometimes, if you pray for something and he doesn't give it to you right away, it's because you're not ready.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You're not ready, and you're gonna go through something for you to be able
to be ready to
to be
receive
ready
that.
for what you asked for.
Yeah.
Like that's why sometimes we go through things because he's
Mhm.
preparing us for the thing that we
Yeah.
literally asked for. We basically gave it to ourselves.
Yeah.
If you think
We
about it.
asked for it.
Yeah, and sometimes that's one reason. Another reason if he doesn't give it to you is because he has something way better for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes this is what I do personally. If, for example, I want something, I'm like, God, like I don't say, God, please give it to me. No, I say, God, give me whatever you want. Like, you give me. This is what I want. These are my plans. Now I give it to you. You do whatever the heck you want to do, because I know your plan. Trust me, it's way better than what my intentions.
Mhm.
So that's what I always say. I don't know about you guys and
No,
anything
yeah.
that you guys pray for.
No, sometimes like when I pray things, like I pray for specific things
Yeah.
because I know that I can't take a hint when God's like, "Oh, here it's for you." I can't like
Like, give
I'm
me
like
more.
stubborn. Like I'm like, give me another sign that I'll know it is. So
Yeah.
that's why like for me, I kind of like pray like more specific things. Like for example, like going back on on the husband thing,
Yeah.
like I know specifically like how I want him. Like and so like
You'll know.
yeah, that's why because I'll know and I'll be like, okay, yeah, it is for me. But like at the same time, I also have to be ready to know that it is for me. Like right now, I'm like praying for my car because I'm studying now for the driving test.
Yeah.
And so, and so my dad, he was like, pray for your car because God's going to give it to you. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah. And so like, I like noted down specific, specific cars that I want because like I really want it. But at the same time, like, Lord, if I'm not ready, like you'll show me that I'm not ready and I'll know that I'm not ready
Que
as
él te dé
well.
el carro que él
Yeah, to be
te quiere
blessed
dar.
with that car. Like if it won't make me bring glory to you, then it's not gonna be you. It's gonna be me because of my emotions.
Yeah.
And so like that's why I kind of like praying for specific things, so I know like that it is from him and it's not
Yeah.
just my emotions or another person trying to trick me into, oh yeah, it's God's. No, like that's why.
Mm-hmm. And it's like for me, I've always told myself that I have I made a time a time schedule of when I want to get married, when I want to have kids, you know, when I want to just my dream is just to be a stay-at-home mom. That's what my dream is because I love kids so much. I want to be a mom so bad.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm 20, God. I was
Take
like,
Abraham.
hello,
Take
where am
Abraham.
I? I was
And
like, I'm
free.
Hello.
20. Like, I was like, my plan is to be married by 25 or 24, have kids by 25, 26. I was like, hello.
How many kids you want?
I want a lot of kids.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just I think I just have a passion for being with kids. I always told myself I want a big, big family, and I
See?
always prayed to God. That's my biggest prayer is that I
Dude, me
wanna,
too. Big family.
I want my the love of my life.
Bring-
Not me, bro. I just want 2 kids
Two
and three.
kids.
Like
No, I
what I do want is lots of animals, and so
Animals?
like I don't want. Yeah, obviously I want kids, like a boy and a girl, just two. But I want like lots of animals because I
Yeah.
love animals. Like that's my passion, just animals, and that's honestly a field that I want to work with, just animals. Like being
Animals.
a veteran, and so like on that too, like I told God, like I want to first finish my career and then get married because I don't want to be distracted by someone that won't support me in it as well. Like
Yeah.
I just want to first finish my career, then get married. Like for me, I kind of want to get married like 25,
Yeah.
26, and then kids like a bit more late. Like
Yeah.
obviously at its time,
Sí.
because there's time
Cuando
for
Dios
everything.
diga.
Yeah,
yeah, but es como estamos diciendo, like pray for what you want, be
yeah.
Yeah.
specific because if you just be like, I want to get married, he's gonna
He's
get you
just gonna
married.
bless you with the guy that you probably like.
I was like, oh, I want this.
Like
And I
what?
was
Or
like,
even a
no, like you
woman.
have to describe him from the hair color of the hair color to how he looks and all that
Yeah.
stuff. That's what you have to describe it, you know. And if God really sees that, you know how you're being patient and how you're
Mhm.
praying for the person that you want,
And taking care of
he's
yourself too.
there's a guy
Yes.
that God carved from us because
Yeah.
we're part of
Custom
someone's rib.
made.
Yeah.
Oh my
Literally,
yeah.
we're someone's rib and
Yeah.
someone's out
Yeah.
there. But sometimes it's like I think about it's like, what if that person is already married? But I was like, no, I shouldn't think about it because if he's meant
No.
for me, he's gonna be for
He,
Yeah.
me,
yeah,
you know?
if he's Yeah, I'd be
It's
good for
like
you then.
it's just like I look at it. I was like, I want to have kids by 24. No, I want to get married by 24, 25, so I could have kids. And so I always told God, I want a big family.
Yeah.
I was like, I want you to bless me with so many kids. And that's the biggest prayer that I have.
Wait, how many kids do you want? Because you
I
say
Like specifically though, like specifically.
specifically, I don't have an amount. Like
oh
honestly,
yeah,
no,
whenever you
honestly,
tell
Same,
me to
man.
stop.
Whenever.
honestly, if I can't have no more, then it's because there's a purpose why
Yeah.
I can't have no
Mhm.
more. Um, but if I could only have, for me, if I could have at least like five, that's perfect for
Oh,
me.
I want 6.
But if I could adopt, I would adopt so much more.
yeah.
So for me, if from with my own blood, I want to at least have 5 or 6.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But max is like 5. If I have a chance of having twins, so
Twin.
if there's that chance, then
Three,
Imagine
three.
each,
Ooh.
if
yes,
that's a chance,
each
then.
pregnancy.
But that's the thing. We have to be so specific for what we want, because that's how God is gonna give it to us. Because
Mhm.
we
Yeah.
can be like, I want this. You're talking about cars, talking about driver's license. I'm 20. I haven't had my driver's. I don't have my driver's license
Yeah.
yet. And my cousin Brianna knows. She has been telling me, she's like, get your driver's license, get your
Yeah.
permit, go take your test. And it was like, okay, because she wants to give me a job, but I need a car for it.
Mhm.
But I was like, I told God, but if it's not from you, then it's
Mhm.
not gonna work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, and that's when I would go back. I was like, am I really ready for a driver's license?
Me
Am I really
too,
ready to
right?
be
Yeah.
driving in the street?
Cause
But that's when you had to put all your faith into God
All your
to
trust.
let you
Mhm.
pass. It's when you take
On
a
the first try
test.
too. Be specific on the first
It's
try.
like
Oh.
when you take a test, you
Yes.
pray to God. I was like, please, God, I really need to get this grade, because if I don't, I'm gonna fail. But that's how you had to
Mhm.
be when you're in other things. You
Mhm.
had to be so persistent, so specific, so that God could give it to you. But sometimes it's gonna be, obviously it's gonna be on His time. It could
Yeah.
take a year. It took a few months. Sometimes it could take half of your life. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, even
Mhm.
something that small too. Like if God thinks you're not ready, then
You're
you're
not
just
right.
gonna have to wait
Yeah.
until you're ready.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but that's we take it back. We take it back to what we were talking about, friendship. That's how friends are.
Yeah. And
The
support you.
true
Yeah.
friends are not gonna let you go and do crazy things. They're not gonna
Mhm.
let you go do dumb things.
Mhm.
They'll be like, wait, hold on, you can't do that. That's
Mhm.
no, like, what
Mhm.
if something happens?
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
God is. You can be like, you can't be, you can't just go jump into something,
Mhm.
because that's how friends are supposed to be, and that's how God
Yeah.
is. And we have
Like 10
basically
minutes.
10 minutes left.
Mhm.
And I think we talked, we pointed out some good
I
Yeah.
some good
know.
points.
Yeah.
We were going back and forth on the
Uh-huh.
things,
See.
but it's because that's how God is taking us.
Yeah.
He's
Mhm.
guiding us. Sometimes on our first Thursday, I was like, I didn't study
Yeah.
anything.
No.
It's
Mhm.
like
Me
I
either.
wasn't ready. But I was like, whatever flows is
Just
gonna be from
flows.
God,
Yeah.
and
And that's
that's
how
how
it's
it
been.
is.
We just been
Yeah.
We've
flowing.
been
I
I
love
like
it.
that. I
Yeah.
like
on and
that.
off
The
on
word like
topics.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
love it.
that's how God is, because
Mhm.
He's taking us through. He's like, sometimes you could, when you
Mhm.
just read His books and all that, and you just read the Bible,
Mhm.
you could just feel His presence. And sometimes
Yeah.
it's like when you're at home and you feel so at home, and
Yeah.
you're enjoying the peace and quiet. That's how it is with God.
Mhm.
That's how it is supposed to be with a friend.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
peaceful. Like no.
Calming,
Yeah.
exactly.
Gentle.
And so with the little time, that the 10 minutes that we have, I don't know if you guys have anything more to say, or if you guys have any ideas. We're gonna give you guys a little trailer, porque I think we're gonna talk about love on
Really?
next
Hopefully.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Pero you guys are always welcome to call,
Give us ideas
give
too.
us a
Yes.
call,
Call, guys. Call. Come
Yes.
on.
We
message
want to
us,
answer you guys.
message us on Gmail or on Instagram. We have an
Yeah.
Instagram now. You guys
Yes.
Yeah,
have the
guys.
Instagram
Yeah.
handle
Instagram for the
for
church or
yeah,
Yeah.
for
ours?
the radio. We
Yes,
have
guys.
Instagram. The hermano Danny opened us an Instagram. We have Facebook
Yeah.
too.
It's just Radio was a Jubilo,
Yeah.
guys.
Radio Voz de
Radio
Júbilo,
was de
yeah.
jubilo.
Radio Voz de Júbilo, and then We always have updates on there too.
Mhm.
You know, it's not just Thursdays que estamos aquí. We from
Monday through Friday.
through
Yeah.
Friday,
And then
and then
Saturdays at
Saturday at the
4.
radio over there in San Bernardino. We just want to give thanks to everyone who has been supporting us so far with the radio, who has been listening to I'm gonna call it as episodes because that's basically what
Yeah.
we're doing, episodes.
Yeah.
Los episodes de Radio Voz de Júbilo, and just for supporting us in general,
Yeah.
by giving us likes, just by sharing the radio and all that stuff. We're extremely grateful, but also grateful to God for letting us have this
Yeah.
opportunity to be
Mhm.
here. You know, it was part of the ¿cómo se- the vision
Mhm. Oh,
that everyone
definitely.
had, especially since we weren't using this room. It was a
For a
Jovenes
while.
room.
Yeah.
We weren't using it, but now we're using it. Now it's open. It's
And for
open.
such a beautiful and big purpose.
Yeah,
A
it's
blessing that God allowed us to do.
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
we just like to give thanks. Also, otra vez, the number, just call us. It's okay if you guys hear the phone ringing, just make sure you guys call us. It's very important that you guys hear us, but that we also hear you guys so that we
Yes.
Yeah.
could pray for you guys. The number is 909-237-0708, 909-237-0708. We're on Gmail at radiovozejubilo@gmail.com, and then we're on the Apple Store and Play Store at Radio Voz de Jubilo. Radio, the R is capitalized, so make sure you guys look for us there on the download the app, guys, so that you guys if you
Could.
guys are not freaking out on Facebook or YouTube or
Mhm.
Instagram y todo eso, the app should be right there. Like I said, we're ahorita the pastora isn't here with us today. She had to give palabra hoy, but I think we handled it pretty well.
Yeah.
Si
Mhm.
no, el pastor nos va a decir, si no,
Yeah.
pero
Hey, he liked it, guys. We're doing
pero
good.
yeah, it's something amazing that we're doing. Remember, we're trying to reach out to Thursdays, especially to the jóvenes.
To the youth,
Yeah.
To
guys.
the jóvenes, that's our main target right there. We're
Mhm.
like a sniper, just
Yeah.
looking for a way
Yeah.
to go and look for the jóvenes. Remember, youth, you guys have a God that loves you, who appreciates you, and who is fighting for
Will
you, guys.
never
He
leave
wants
Yes.
you.
you.
He wants
He
you.
wants you
wants
for
you.
real, for real.
Like,
And not
Um,
just the Delulu kind.
no, like he wants you.
Like he
really
wants you
wants
for
you.
sure.
He wants you guys. Remember, we are here to hear you guys and to pray
Yes.
over
Yeah.
you guys. We pray for you guys every day.
Yeah.
You guys are our main concern right now. You guys are what keeps us going, especially on
Mhm.
Thursdays. As youth from the church. We want to be that example of how God
Mhm.
is. We have 6 minutes left, so if you guys don't have anything else you guys want to
Mhm.
say.
No, I just want to remind you guys that again, make sure to come listen to us next
Yeah.
Thursday. Like I said, we're gonna be talking about expectations in love
I
and
love.
Yeah.
relationships.
Hopefully. God first.
How God needs to be in the center of the relationship to
Yeah.
work.
Mhm.
How a man and a woman, or you, like I said, need to be um like how the Bible says that we need to be with
Mhm.
each other, for each other, separately, lo que sea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you guys want to hear some of the things that are in the word, and then our
Mhm.
personal
Yeah.
experiences, or just the things that we also have to say, just come listen to us.
Mhm.
Like I
Share with
said,
your friends too.
yeah, share with us. Like Carissa said, we are on Instagram, or call the number. You could come us a question, or give us a song
Mhm.
request, or ask us to pray for you, or whatever. Again, the number, if you guys want to call us, it's 909-237-0780. Por los que nos quieren llamar, o por lo que sea, si quieren que nosotros oremos por ustedes, o si tienen una canción que quieren que nosotros pongamos, el número para que llamen es 909-237-0780. So yeah.
Amen.
Mhm.
Amen.
Yeah, so it was a pleasure being here with all of you guys
Yeah.
this Thursday. And I really look forward to next
Yeah, next
Thursday. I don't know.
Thursday.
Yeah. I think every Thursday es algo bonito que
Yeah.
Dios nos está usando para
Mhm.
hablar. Y tal vez, a lo mejor pronto vamos a tener las jovencitas aquí
Yeah,
también.
give
Yes.
their experiences as
Ajá,
well.
porque ellos sí, ellos pueden
Yeah.
hablar.
They'll
Ellos,
talk forever.
ellos hablan mucho y por eso el pastor los regaña porque están hablando cuando están en el
Yeah.
servicio, pero no es así. Ya. No, ellos sí tienen muchas cosas que decir sobre su experiencia con Dios y creo que es algo bonito
Ujú.
y no es algo que ellos necesitan hablar porque
Que
es su
escuchen,
testimonio.
ajá.
Yeah.
Ajá.
Y más de los jóvenes más chiquitas, you know,
Mhm.
hearing their testimony, I feel like it will really
Yeah.
really motivate all of us, you know, even us.
Yeah, even the older people get
Yeah.
motivated by what the little kids have to say in their
Mhm.
testimony and their experience with God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. It's just something so beautiful.
Yeah.
God is not just only touching us, but
Yeah,
everybody,
everyone. Yeah.
everybody. And I have faith. I know you guys do too.
Yeah.
That one day this church is gonna be filled with youth.
Fifth, yes.
It's gonna be
Amen
filled
to
with
that. I
youth.
got chills.
I know.
Amen.
Me too. Yeah, we're gonna be filled with youth, and I know once we start filling this house with youth, the amount of things that we're
That's
gonna
gonna
have as youth.
happen.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
It's like the little youth that we have right here. Hicimos nata last year we did un vigilia que se llamaba
Oh yeah, let's see.
avivamiento y con las pocas personas que están aquí se podía sentir. So imagine how it is when there's a bigger crowd.
I know.
I-
You know, one time we had a vigilia like a few years ago, and we had a rave, guys. I'm telling you, like it was fun. We had a bunch of balloons and stuff, and
The
so we,
pastor was DJ.
of course, yeah, we had raves, we had karaoke, we had it was like a whole sleepover, and I
Mhm.
remember, I remember someone's alarm went off, and I was like, no, someone's alarm is going off, and everyone's sleeping or whatever. But yeah, no, we're fun guys. Don't.
Yeah, we're not gonna judge you guys. You guys can be ourselves. You guys can even join us tomorrow, Thursday. Friday, I
Uh-huh.
mean, sorry.
Friday, yes,
Just
guys.
to hang out.
Come Friday at 6 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Come, and we're just gonna be chilling. We're gonna be
Mhm.
worshiping.
Yeah.
If you want water, we have you guys.
Yeah.
Like you
Just
know,
water, guys.
you know,
Oh,
like
coffee too. Coffee.
Yeah,
coffee
coffee,
too.
canela too
Yeah,
sometimes.